Hello, guys, welcome to my channel Smoky Grill, your regular dose of entertainment. In this video, you are going to hear me on what I had to say when I was called for alumni talk by my college, SRM University.
Good afternoon, students. Now we have an alumni talk. Here we have our alumnus, Mr. Rajiv Ranjan from 2015 passed out batch. Currently, he is working in P360 as a MSBI consultant. When he was studying, he got placed in CTS, Wipro, and Infosys, and he is a multi-talented person. So I request Rajiv to take over the session. Rajiv, can you please?
Yeah. Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon, and thanks for giving me this opportunity to share my personal experiences. Hello, and warm afternoon to everyone who is hearing out this boring session. I say it boring because when I used to be where you are today, I myself felt it boring. So I can understand. But anyways, bear with me for the coming 1800 seconds, most probably, out of the uncountable seconds God has provided us. Myself, Rajiv Ranjan from Electronics and Instrumentation batch of 2015. I am currently working as a Microsoft Business Intelligence consultant in P360. Excuse me if I falter, excuse me if I make a mistake, or rather lots of mistake. Anyways, I believe practice does not make one perfect, but mistakes does. I will try my best not to make this session boring, and the best way to do is to make it interactive. I won't be telling you anything which you already know, like what to study for the placements, be it aptitude or your domain subjects. I'll rather be telling you what you don't know, or you know but you don't know how to canalize it. Anyways, this is not going to be any moral science class. So our topic for today is hunt for treasure. So let me start this session by putting up this question to you guys. What do you think this treasure is? So I want
So
your
let
replies, guys.
the session be open discussion. Please, students, please share your views.
Hello. Come on, guys, speak up. This is not an interview. Don't be shy. Anyways, leave it. Let me tell what I think. According to me, it's self-satisfaction. So, anyone? Yeah. So now, what is this self-satisfaction? How do you attain this self-satisfaction? So the way to attain this self-satisfaction is by fulfilling your dreams, whatever may be it. So once our legendary skipper MS Dhoni very well explained in his press conferences regarding how to achieve your goals and dreams. So let me put that up from your perspective. Take for example, our dream is to be placed in your dream is to be placed in some core company. So that's your ultimate goal, right? To achieve that goal, you have to break that goal into several miniature goals and fulfill these miniature goals one by one. And you can't be having just a ultimate goal and keep on ignoring these small goals. You will need to achieve these small goals to reach that ultimate goal. So in your case, what that miniature goal will be, it will be like clearing all your papers, right, all your subjects. So if you have cleared all your subjects or your exams, then that means what, you will have somewhat knowledge of that subject, right? And that is going to help you during your interviews. No matter, you have to brush it up before interviews. You can't be remembering everything what you have studied 2 years back, right? It's not possible. We are human beings, we are not machines, right? But anyways, if you have cleared all your papers, this will help you to at least fulfill the criteria to appear for that company's recruitment process, right? If you just aim to be placed in such that company, so you have, the first target should be you have to clear all those papers, because that will be the basic target that that company will allow you to set, like for any core companies. As far as I know, my time it was that you have to have all papers cleared. Now I don't know the scenario. So if you accomplish these small goals, this will ultimately lead you to your final goal. Okay. Anyways, Another important thing is never be disheartened. Means, if you don't achieve or if you fail once, then keep on trying. Don't be disheartened that okay, I am not able to do so or something like that. Always have that confidence in you that you can achieve it. My dear friends, confidence is everything in life. Make yourself believe that you are the most important person in this entire universe. The moment you believe this, that or you have this belief in yourself, or rather your mind, your heart, or your subconscious mind starts believing it, you will notice a drastic change in you. Nothing can lay you down. You will always have that confidence in you and will be ready to take any situation that life put you in. And one more thing, you have to believe that you are the most important person in this entire universe. You don't have to make others believe that you are. Because the moment you start doing this, then that becomes an ego. So be aware of that. I always believe that marks never reflect what you are or what you are capable of. It's just an illusion. I have had lots of friends who have had lots of careers, but now they are doing very well in life. They are very successful today. So never be demotivated just because you are having earliers. What is done, it's past. Why to try and be demotivated of your past? You anyways can't change it by being saddened by that past event, right? You are not any Avenger that you can go back in time and you can bend it and again everything is good, right? What happened, what has passed, you can't change it. There was a guy in my batch. He was my he's a guy. I mean, he is still there. He had around 19 years in his final year. So that is a hell lot of years, right? I won't name him, but ma'am knows him very well. Whom I am talking about. He cleared all his years in a single attempt in the final year. You wonder how can this be possible? The guy who cleared all his areas in 19 areas rather in a single attempt. How can he even accumulate these 19 areas? What was the reason behind it? And what was the reason behind that he cleared it in a single attempt? That is motivation. At the starting phase, he lacked that motivation, and by coming to the final year, he gained that motivation in himself. So how did he gain it? The first requirement for this is you have to have the belief in yourself that you can do it. And apart from that, like teachers, parents, friends, we all kept on motivating him that yeah, he can do it, he's good at it, and finally he did it very easily and smoothly. 19 years in a single semester, that is very tough to clear, right? But that he had that motivation, he gained that motivation, and now he realized that now the time has come for him to rise up from his sleep, or rather his Kumbhakarna sleep, which he was having for the last 3.5 years. So my friends, it's never too late. Life will always give you numerous chances. You just have to realize it and capitalize on it. Life won't give you anything for free. Remember, you have to earn it. So focus on your present. Try to fix what went wrong in past. Don't ever overthink about future. Anyways, overthinking is not going to change it, or because you have not seen it, what is going to come your way. Live in your present, follow the basic process that will itself lead to a better future. One more thing, my friends, mindset is very important thing that is developed because of the confidence you have. The moment your mind starts believing that okay, I can't do this, so at that same moment you have a kind of surrendered your goal, whatever goal you have set for yourself. And if you start believing that okay, I can't do this, this is not in my limits. So that moment only you have surrendered yourself before that goal. So anyways, that will become very very difficult to achieve. But once you have that mindset that yeah, I can do it, I have that in me that I can clear it, I can do this. So that is 50% of the job is done. Just the mindset. The thing is with the mindset. If your mindset is positive, then that will lead you to the success. Every time it will lead you to success. No matter you have to try it on multiple times. Sometimes someone gets it in a single go, someone has to try it multiple times. So basically, half of the job is done by what mindset you keep, and the rest half you have to work for it to achieve whatever goals you have set for yourself. One more thing, friends, Everyone has their own potential. So don't get disheartened comparing yourself with some other guys or your friends. If you want to compare, then compare yourself with somewhere what you were in your past to what you are today. I can assure you, you will never get disheartened because every passing day you means the by every passing day you are upgrading yourself automatically. You don't realize it, but that's the natural process. You are keeping on upgrading yourself by every passing day. Now going into placements, friends, the first requirement is never ever write in your resume anything which you are not confident of. It's not about you are filling your resume out for 2 pages. That does not make any sense. If you write anything which you don't know, and if your luck for that day is bad, then might be interviewer will be asking questions on that topic. So that will be very difficult for you, and that will create a bad impression. So know what you write. No matter you write less points, interviewers are going to ask you that why you have written this many less points, why you have not written this, why you have not written that. Because he also knows that everyone can't be good at every damn thing. Right? Secondly, always try to manage. Yes, I mean.
Proceed. Can proceed.
Okay. Secondly, always remember your answer for the first question will give a scope to the interviewer to ask the second question and so on. So you have to answer very wisely. So answer in a way that your answer will lead him or directs him to the topic which you are confident of. So that means the question he asks you have to answer in such a way that he is going to ask you on something which you are good at it. Okay, just basically you don't have to show your downside to it. Second, thirdly, you have to sound first of all very confident. You should not be nervous. A kind of even your body language should be positive, so that the person who is interviewing you, you will have an impression. Yeah, this guy is confident enough. What he is answering. Have a smile on your face a bit. That will means he will feel that okay, this guy is not that nervous. And if even that if you are feeling nervous, then you can in your mind you can assume him as if he is your friend and you can like talking to your friend. So that will calm you down a bit. Fourthly, don't give any negative answer. Always try to sound positive. If you don't know any answer what he's asking, so reply in such a way that you don't remember exactly what it is, and you'll definitely be looking to cover it up later on that topic. Since you don't say directly, no, I don't know this, so that will sound a bit negative, right? I guess whatever I am saying for this 4 5 points, these all are being said to you by your placement cell faculties, right? This is nothing new which I am saying. And I guess this is the last 6 months. Anyway, this is COVID time. But if you get, if anyways the COVID gets over and you get a chance to gather together in the college once again, so try to enjoy that 6 months before you bid adieu to this college. So enjoy the 6 months to your fullest. If you are there, if you are not there, then you're home. Then this moment you can't enjoy the last 6 months, right? So don't give up. This is the last. You will once you get out of this college, if you're placed and all, you go to different. Everyone will have their own life there, right? So you will miss these moments very badly. Even 5 years down the line, we miss it. We talk to our friends, we say, "Oh, this was the moment." So everyone is going to miss it. That's how the life pans out, right? So now one more thing, when you come to a professional life, so the environment there will be very different, and you will feel that college life was much more better than what we are. But anyways, it's not that we have always to be there in college. Life goes on. We have to move away from college to job, from one job to another job. That is the life. So my best wishes to everyone out here. Hope you all are placed in a good firm. Life is a continuous journey. You will realize it at some point that once a seemingly big thing were not that big once you achieve them. So now that seemingly big thing for you is getting placed in a good firm. So once you reach there, you will realize that, oh, at one point of time this was a big thing for me, but now it's not. Then you will try to have some means you will aspire for something else in life. That is life. So never get disheartened if you fail for one time. Always have that motivation in you that you can succeed, you can do it. Keep on working on yourself to bring out the best version of you. And last but not the least, special thanks to Asunta ma'am. Whatever I am today, that's just because of you, because of the belief you inculcated in me. I still remember the days when I came to the college, and when I compare that time, that past time, with what I am today, I can still feel that difference that came in me because of the confidence, belief, and direction you showed me. You will always be my Dronacharya. Always, and friends, always respect your teachers, no matter how harsh they are. It's not that they have any personal grudge with you. That's whatever they do, that's for your improvement. They are your mentors, guides, parents, guardians, whatever you call when you are in college. Once you come into the professional world, then you will realize that what that teacher was to you. Here in professional world, you will not have any teacher, mentor, you will have only bosses here. So then you will feel that importance of that scolding, that teacher said you anything. So that time you felt bad, but later you realize that that was for your benefit, that was for your good.
But you are very short temper during those days.
I'm
But
still
what yes, whenever a faculty says something, immediately you will get angry and will shout at me. Huh?
no, I didn't shout at you.
No, you will come and argue.
Still I am short tempered, but not that much.
Okay, okay.
Now you will learn how to control your emotions. Anyways, guys, if you have any questions, you can put up. Come on, guys, say.
You
Your
can tell me
microphone is
about
not
you can tell me
working.
about your company. What is this P360?
Ma'am, first I joined Cognizant for 4 years. After that, I switched to P360. This is basically a US-based startup company which has started 4 years back. So this main business of this company is in pharmaceuticals. They deal with the pharma clients. So this is a product-based company and as well as a service provider. So I am working on the service provider side because I was trained in Microsoft SQL Server. So that is a service thing, how to maintain the database and all that kind of stuff.
But it
ETL.
is far good, no? Why did you shift to P360?
Ma'am, because I was there for 4 years and then means you can sense that for the coming 3 years or 2 years you're not going to get promoted because of the means many seniors are there who are still not promoted. So anyways they will first get promoted, then I'll be getting promoted. So it was better for me to switch at that point of time.
That is why in your job, this P360,
Yeah,
the same only, yeah? Is
yeah,
it
same.
same?
Yeah, it's same thing you have to do. You have to work with, once you learn technology, you switch anywhere, you have to work on the technology. Or if you change your technology, then you have to learn the technology. That is the far difficult thing. Switching the technology is far difficult. But anyways, that is also means all technologies are interrelated. So if you know the basics of it, only the syntax will be different. Syntactical change will be there. Other things, the logic remains the same. Come on guys, speak up. Are your microphones not working?
So they are this is the seventh semester. They are in seventh semester. They're having placement training nowadays. After 6 o'clock, they have training. I think.
Okay. So the companies, they would have sat for a few companies, right? Because I remember I was placed in seventh semester only. Yeah, around September I was placed. So companies would be coming right now,
Yes, more
right?
companies are coming.
Yeah, because after I passed in 2015, 2016, I got that TCS, Infosys, Wipro, CTS, every all the four came for the day sharing as a part of day sharing company.
Students students, if you have any queries, you can ask.
Anyways, when you reach for the interview, don't feel nervous. Have that confidence, you can clear it. Have that smile on your face. Have that confidence in you that you can clear it. If beforehand you will be nervous, then that's going to be difficult, right? And yeah, we have to wait for a long time for your chance to come. Yeah, anyone?
So can you please tell me how was your first interview experience? Like which was your first company and what was your preparation for your first company and how your preparation changed from that first experience to eventually getting a job?
Yeah. So means my first company, I first not for interview, but first company for which I applied for the recruitment process was some glass. I don't remember the name exactly, but I was means the aptitude that came and took only two students. So around ECE, E&I, and three more branches were there. So the first round was aptitude, and sadly I didn't clear it. But after that, Indian Army, I guess, yeah, Indian Army came for recruitment, and they also took the interview and interview first, first the aptitude and then the group discussion round. So I was selected there, but my bad luck again, SSB, I was rejected. Then I sat for the day sharing company, that is Wipro, Infosys, and Cognizant came together. So the first, all these processes started for Wipro. So I cleared the aptitude. So basically, RS Agrawal, there is a book. Just solve the examples, that is more than enough. Be thorough with that example, what is the logic in that example. Nothing else will come out of that. So if you solve that, that is enough for aptitude. And for your domain papers, I guess I was good at digital papers, so that was my plus side. Apart from that, I guess BLSI, yeah, BLSI, and transducer one. What was the paper name? I don't remember. Where transducers were there, that paper. So this three paper I took it as I will go for these three papers if they ask me. Means, I'll say them. Yeah, they will ask me basically that okay, which topic. Like when I went for the interview for Wipro, then first of all I had to wait for 12 hours for appearing before the interviewer. So then I went and they asked me, okay, then they saw my resume. They said, okay, you're from this department, this and that. Then he asked me to introduce myself, and I introduced myself. Meanwhile, he was looking at my resume. Then he saw that, okay, I have written this is a system, transducers, and these all things. So he started asking me from there. So they will ask you basic questions there because anyways they are, if they are coming from Infosys, that means they are a technical guy. They are having very little knowledge of what your domain papers are, right? Because even 5 years down the line, if I don't remember, they are 15 years down the line. They won't be remembering that yet. So, first, you have to be confident what you answer. If you means tell that oh yeah maybe not, so that will be difficult. So you have to just be confident what you're answering, and always they will ask you what did you do in your college life, what did you do means, in the college life in this subject, what did you do, what was it different. So you have to explain it like in my time, there were digital systems in third semester. You get a numerical problem. I guess spoon make listy, right, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so I used to tell this to every interviewer. There is something called four-cell combination, two-cell combination, right? There was something. So you have to basically, from two-cell you have to make four-cell, something like that it was. I don't remember exactly. So you have to compare all the bit changes, where the bit changes, there will be only one bit change, something like that. So, there was a trick to it. Without solving, you can answer that. Right? So I noticed that trick. So I used to tell that trick to everyone. I did this. So there's a trick without even picking up a pen. You can answer this. So like this kind of things. What you have done, means what you are confident of. You have to always guide him to that direction so that he will ask you question on that topic, and then you can answer him very well. So that's the basic funda for any interview. So similarly for Infosys also I did the same, for Cognizant also I did the same. So basically you have to divert them from your downside to your better side. Yeah, but before applying for interview, you have to clear that all companies are going to take that aptitude exam. So you have to clear that. So for that, RS Agrawal, you have to follow with that. Yes, anyone?
But when you were studying, you don't get more core companies, right?
Core companies, I gave only one core company, and that too because of the excitement of clearing three companies. I didn't perform well in the core company. Means the day when the result came out for our this three day sharing companies, that day only core company had come. So somewhat I was not able to do that.
I still remember that VI lab, Vasant Kumar sir. A lot of problems from your class. So your class is a problematic students. Appa.
No,
Always taking problem. Always I will stand in front of HOD and every time I want to convince her.
that happened.
Nowadays, students, when you were studying, you had a very tough time, but now the people are enjoying. They don't have such strictness nowadays. They were very free, the department, and in
How
all
was that?
classes also.
We had
Uh,
some impression. We had
you people came and asked me, ma'am, please ask the faculty to leave some free hours, right?
yeah, because we never got 3 hours. Last semester only we got 3 hours.
Yes. But nowadays they have more of free hours.
We never got 3 hours. Only in the last semester, I guess, only 2 days we had to come, and that too just the first. Only that was the semester when we were free. Last 6 months, that was the best time. Therefore, I said that that is the best time for you guys. I don't know now it has changed.
But they have all semester they have a very good time only. They have
Okay,
more of free hours.
okay. Our time it was all 5 days, all 8 hours.
So many problems I faced from your class. Control system class, many classes are there. And I still remember all the incidents.
Control system. What happened in control system?
What?
Control system class
No,
what happened?
no, in
Satyakala
control.
ma'am took, right? Some control system
She will not
class.
give attendance. She will not give attendance. So people come and ask me.
Ishan was that time.
And she was very strict. One of your student, she took her mobile and put it in bathroom. Do you remember that?
Even when you took my mobile once, not you, you told some teacher to take my mobile because you saw me online on Facebook. And in the class run.
Yes, you will always bring mobile only. Okay. Any other question? He's very talented. I have taken many problematic paper for this batch, and he will always find some shortcut to get the answer. That's why Lokesh, he will not understand whatever you're teaching. He will not understand it, right?
Yes.
Students, any other queries? All are very silent.
Our class was not that silent. We were very outspoken.
Yes. Okay, Teju.
Thank you so much, sir, Rajiv sir. It was very helpful that you gave this alumni talk because you're very close to age in us, so you've been through it all. You know how it works. the interview process and all that. So thanks a lot for all your advice. It was definitely very invaluable and it came at the right time because now everyone's setting for placements. It's at the brink of placement time, so it was very helpful. Thank you so much, and thank you, Asunta ma'am, for organizing this.
Thank you.
Okay. Others can read.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आई तो प्लीज़ लाइक एंड शेयर द वीडियो। अगर आप और भी इस तरह की वीडियो देखना चाहते हो तो प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब टू आवर चैनल स्मोकी ग्रिल।